Hi everyone, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to thank you for pressing play on today's video. Today we're going to be making a very cute Halloween card using the Tricks and Treats bundle that is in the Holiday Mini right now. And this is the card we're going to be creating. So super cute. Now, I do have to say that the glow-in-the-dark bats and ghosts and bats and ghosts, however you want to say it, they are not in stock right now. They will be back in stock the week of September 25th. The glow-in-the-dark paper, sadly, this is going to be October 2nd, but it's still enough time for you to get your Halloween projects created. Now, you can also omit the glow-in-the-dark paper and just use white cardstock. So super cute, some ink blending happening. So let's get started. We are going to bring in our silicone craft sheet. Let me move that out of the way. Let me just wipe that. Okay, so our colors are, we're using blending brushes, and we are using the Lemon Lolly, Fresh Freesia, and Gorgeous Grape. And I wanted to create that glow behind that fun haunted house. We're also using the Memento Tuxedo Black. All of the measurements will be found on my blog post. The link will be in the description box below. Let's just wipe that. Okay, so I've got 2 silicone craft sheets here to work with, and we are going to start with our Lemon Lolly. Okay, we are going to, let's make sure I am in camera view here for you. Move that to the corner. Okay. So I'm going to pick up my Lemon Lolly, and I'm going to put it on my silicone craft sheet to kind of work it in and leave some ink here for me to pick up. And I'm just gonna come, and this doesn't have to be fancy or fussy. I'm just coming in to the center of my piece of cardstock, and I'm coming back to pick up that ink to reload my brush. This way, when you're using your silicone craft sheet, you're not wasting any ink. You're not leaving it on a piece of paper. All right, so I want this a little darker in the center here. It does not have to be a perfect circle. We're just giving it that nice glow. And now all I'm doing is picking up that ink and loading that into my brush, and then wiping that off with a cloth, flipping it over to use the opposite side. And next up, we're going to come in with Fresh Freesia. All right, Fresh Freesia, our lighter purple. So load that up. Do the exact same thing, and then come in, and I'm going in a circular motion all the way around. And it's okay if it gets a little bit in that Lemon Lolly. We're going to turn, pick up. I just thought this would be a really fun, cool card to create, to send, to give to Lils, to send to friends. In my opinion, you're never too old for a fun Halloween card. All right, and as you can see, I'm working fairly quickly. You don't have to add tons if you don't want. It's completely up to you. The more ink you add, the darker it's going to be. And I'm going clockwise and counterclockwise with my circles here as I'm moving around so that I get even pressure from my blending brush. I just find that it is easier for me to get an even tone if I rotate and change the way I am coming at it. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good. Now we're going to wipe that off again. Flip it. And close this up. And we're already on to our gorgeous grape, that nice dark deep purple. All right. And it does not matter that there is fresh freesia on the silicone craft sheet because the gorgeous grape is a deeper color, so it's not going to affect the tone of that. And I'm also being careful not to get my fingerprints in here too much. All right, so we're coming in. And the more you work it, the deeper it's going to be, like I said. I don't want to totally cover that fresh freesia. I want to leave some of that. Not too much though, because having that deep purple on the outside coming towards the center really adds to it, I think. Now, do you have blending brushes? Do you use them? Making a dark night sky or a coming in to make a scene with your colors, making ombre looks is so much fun. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to be with it. With anything, the more you do it, the more confidence you get, the easier you get to feeling that you're getting the results that you want. And this is, because this is the dark color, it is the messiest on the silicone. All right, I think I'm going to call that good. I think that looks good. Might be a little bigger than my original, but I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to wipe so I don't accidentally get ink anywhere I don't want it. All right, and I'm going to stack that, move that out of the way. And you can see we did get a little ink around there, but that's okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot I want to splatter this. So move this out of the way. I have the smallest of the water painters and a clear block. I'm going to squeeze some water, pick it up, and add some fun. Because it's Halloween, we want some fun splatters on here. It just adds to that look. All right, now we're going to set that aside to dry, because we don't want to mess that up. So next we're going to come in here, and this is just a piece of cut down used grid paper. And I've got my house, my haunted house. And because it's photopolymer, I also have my pierce mat, and I like to ink it up, stamp it off a couple times just to make sure that we are getting a good coverage as best as possible on that, and then stamp that on our piece of basic white. All of the supplies as well as measurements, like I said, will be found on the coordinating blog post. The link will be in the description box below. All right, so next up, I don't know if I showed you, I've got some eeks stamped on the front, and then I've got eek in black with some bats coming off of it for the inside. So we are going to do our eek for the inside and clean that right away because you don't want that black ink in your gorgeous grape ink. Close that and open up our gorgeous grape so that we can stamp our fun bats coming from there all the way up and off. They're so cute. Okay. And as this is drying, look at that speckle. Oh my goodness, it is so cute and fun. All right. We're going to set that aside for the moment. We want it to still dry that little bit more. We are going to bring in our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And here's my die. So let's move this out of the way for the moment. And we're going to place that. And I've got some purple tape, some washi tape, repositionable tape, whatever you have or like to use. It just helps to keep that image steady and not jumping around. So, and remember, we're doing that E shape with our mini so that your center cutting plate is in, it's not level, it's pushed in a little bit. So you get, that nice, easy crank through. I'm hardly using any pressure whatsoever. And there is our lovely die cut house. All right, so let's fold and burnish. Our base is gorgeous grape. And then we're going to bring in our insert. And glue that inside. All right. Bring our card back in so you can see. Now, we've given it a few minutes here, so let's bring this back in. And it's still a little wet, but it's all right. So we're going to put you centered. And then the boo is going to be up here. So I wanted my ink, I wanted it to be subtle. I did not want a really dark. So let's see how we do when our background is so much darker. So there, I think that looks cute. It just adds that little bit to that corner piece. Okay, let's move this. Bring in a regular. I have a lot of silicone craft sheets. I run in-person classes, as well as I like to have lots. You can see the ink on the back from sliding around. I like to have lots on hand for doing techniques. I find that they are a reasonable priced tool that I find quite valuable in my craft room. So I'm going to take this because I don't want to rub it because it's still not 100% dry with all that ink that I've layered on there. And let's just scooch you over just, I got it a little off. Let's see if I can't, there. I think I moved it a smidge. Okay, so and there we go, centered on our card front. Again, I'm going to flip, give a press. Now, these are popped up on dimensionals. So I've got both of my dimensionals here because I want one up in the peak of the haunted house. Then one here, here, and here. And I should have used my black ones, but the white ones were on the ones on top. So those are the ones that I grabbed. All right, so center that. I think that looks, let's just pull you just a smidge more. There we go. When you don't press down right away, it gives you a moment or two to reposition. And then I'm just adding a little bit of glue. And I wanted my boo to be flush. I didn't want it to be popped up because the haunted house is popped up. Oh, so cute. So cute. All right, on to my glow-in-the-dark bats. So I'm going to, yes, they have adhesive on the back of them. However, I have, can you see that? Just teeny, teeny, tiny dots. I have more faith in adding a smidge of glue that my, come on, my fingers are sticky. My embellishment is going to still be in the correct, oh, for goodness sake. It's going to be in the correct location when it gets to the intended recipient. There we go. And my next one, of course, because I'm videoing, so it is not cooperating. So we've got two bats there, and then we're gonna go one here, one here and one up here to make that little triangle. Okay, so we've got our one there, and I'm putting the body, the bit wider of the body of the bat. That is what's going over top of my little spot of glue. And then they're this way and that way because they're not flying straight. And there we have the adorable Halloween boo card. What do you think? I think it's adorable. I love Halloween. I love creating cute projects for Halloween. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below as well as that notification bell. Give me a thumbs up if you like my content. Please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Do you create Halloween cards? Did you like this? If you did, please share my video. Sharing is caring, and it's how I reach more crafty friends. Thanks again, you guys, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.